Hi, my people. Thank you so much. It's a new day, another day. And today, we start by being very grateful for life. We always have to be grateful because it's a gift to be alive, to be healthy, to wake up and do what we need to do. So we thank God for that. And we thank Him for His mercies. So today, I wanted to make a T-bone steak with you guys. And before I do, can I just remind you about this cock pot stands? You can see there's a picture of a pot there. So these ones are for the hot pots when you're cooking, don't burn your countertops or anything. So I have this one that I'm gonna use. This is my hot milk that I just boiled. Here in the village, we get raw milk from farmers, and you boil it and you use it. I think it tastes very refreshing, especially when it is fresh. So my T-bone steak is right here. That's the cut that I have. It might look a little bit too fatty, but if you don't like the fat, you can take it out. But when you're gonna use the pan to cook the steak, a little bit of fat kind of helps with the flavor. And for me, I'll cook with it and then I'll remove it. I'm not gonna eat that. So this one, it's a T-bone, as I said, and I just use 3 ingredients for mine, how I like it. I use salt, I use onion powder and garlic powder. So I start with salt because we are cooking it over a pan, and I'm using my cast iron pan. It's right there. It is hot. Probably I can still show you. So I got it on the heat so I can preheat it. So that's the cast iron that I have. See, I told you, these things are very handy. See, I can hold this thing and chit chat with you and not burn my hands, because some of them, I've seen some that are very light. If you cannot hold something hot like this and you don't feel the heat, then the quality is questionable. So let's put that there. And now that we are talking oven mitts like this, we have options like that option, that color, that one, and the same one that I was using right there. And we still have aprons, as I showed you last time. So if you want to order, go ahead and do that. But let's continue with our cooking. But let me wash my hands because I just touched on that. Okay, so here is our salt. So we're gonna add salt first. So this we are eyeballing. I don't know how much salt you like, but for me, I put a little bit just because sometimes when you're cooking a steak, you think you put a lot of salt, and then you cook it and it has no salt. So there are people who would marinate it. Like sometimes I would season it, add all my seasonings and keep it. But I find when you add like the powders, like the onion, garlic powder, it tends to stick on the pan, right? So let's hope our pan is ready to go. Oh, yeah. So I'll reduce the heat, let it maybe like put it on medium medium heat, like not too hot so it doesn't burn, and give it time. So for me, however, I usually don't cook it through on the stove because where I am, we are using solar. We are in a village. So we use solar for everything. So I can use my oven and not really worry about how much KPLC you need from me. So usually for me, I brown the steak on the pan. I brown it first, and then to cook through, especially if you like it cooked through completely, then I will put it in the oven for another 30 minutes and set the temperature like 400 Fahrenheit just so it can cook through. But you still can do it with the pan if you want. You just need to give it time. But tell your butcher not to make it too thick, because if it's too thick, it's gonna take you a long time. And again, if the beef is hard, you know, sometimes you get those very, very hard cuts. And I still cook that one, but what I normally will do is I will add water to the pan, to the steak, and I will boil it for some time and then turn it around. And then I will dry that, make sure the liquid completely evaporates. Not pouring it out, because when you pour out the flavor. So don't do that. Just let it like dry out. So you're not adding too much water, and that's just to soften it. So I'm gonna flip it and see how that looks. Okay, I can show you how that. Let me show you how that looks. You see, it's a little bit, it's browning. And the good thing about this cast iron is you can put it in the oven with a stick. You don't need to change into something that can go into the oven. So for now, I'm thinking I probably can cook this on the oven till it's cooked through. Of course, those of you who love like medium rare things, the meat that is still red and bleeding, I think you probably can do this, but you do need a food thermometer to make sure that it reaches the right temperature. Do I have a food thermometer? I used to have one. Yeah, I have one. That's a food thermometer. So you can stick it. I've seen restaurants doing that. Yeah, this one is still not cooked. Let me see if I can read this. It is saying that this is about 80 Fahrenheit, 82. I have glasses, but I need to change them because I still cannot read with this. Yeah, so it was about 85 Fahrenheit. What temperature is that in Celsius? I don't know, but somebody can do the math and figure out what that is. And I also don't remember what the temperature is supposed to be, the safe temperature for you to eat a steak. So even though it could be bleeding, it's supposed to get a certain temperature. So if somebody knows, you can put it in a comment. Yeah, so it's supposed to get to a certain temperature so you don't get sick, right? So now that I have browned my steak, I'm gonna have to clean that. Now it's time to add this because it's brown now. It's not gonna worry. I don't have to worry about it sticking. So now I'll add the onion powder. That's the one I got. I think I got this from Quick Mart. So, and all you need to do is just sprinkle it on top. Okay. And sprinkle like that. I'm gonna reduce the heat because it's steaming here. So I put the one side. Let's put the garlic too. The garlic is this one, garlic powder. So you sprinkle just not too much. Now it's ready to flip. So now I can add this on this side as well. Okay, then we add garlic powder. Okay, so now we just need to let it cook through, and some chefs will say cook 4 minutes each side. So there are many factors for that one, because 4 minutes each side, it's probably going to be medium rare. It's probably not gonna have bone, and it might be a thinner cut. This one of mine, I feel like is thick, so it might take a while to cook through. So I'm not gonna tell you how many minutes. Just cut a little bit and see if it looks like how you like your steak. Okay. Oh wow, it's looking delicious. Let me show you. Let me show you. You need to see this. See? That's how everything looks. It's looking gorgeous, beautiful. So, to check if it's cooked, as I said, because we really don't have time. I mean, like, I can't give you a specific time to cook it for. It's just gonna depend on how you like your steak. Let me show you what I do. So if you have a steak knife like this one, you're just gonna come and cut it through and see. And you're looking good here. Actually, for my liking, it's almost there. It's almost. So I normally will just cut a little bit and just see if it's obviously like bleeding. Well, it's not bleeding, it's just fluids coming. Then you can flip it, but don't overcook it, because when you overcook it, it's gonna be very dry and it's not gonna taste very good. So I will flip it one more time. And then just give it a few more minutes like that. And with the steak for today, we're gonna eat it with some rice that I had made yesterday, so some leftovers, and I have some cabbage that we can use, and yeah, that's how I'm gonna do it. Sometimes you can do it with mashed potatoes, but with mashed potatoes you have to come up with a sauce, because it's gonna be too dry. So you might have to make gravy or something to go with that, or you can just cook whole potatoes and some vegetables as a side and serve with that. So just how you like to eat your nyama. If you just want to eat with ugali na sukuma or ugali with cabbage, that's still fine. So it's just how you prefer to eat mine. Mine, I eat it with anything except chapati. I eat it with anything. So now we are getting to the point that I will take foil paper and wrap my steak and let it rest a little bit. That helps to settle the juices and keep it moist and cook through, because foil will keep the heat, will preserve the heat, okay? So get a nice piece of this because you want to wrap it. Okay. I'll turn off my heat. See, this thing is very handy. I don't know how you would be holding this without this, because you're gonna get burnt, right? So take your stick, see, and put that juice there. And now you're just gonna wrap it with the foil. Let it sit for at least five minutes, and then you come back and cut it. So I think what I will do is I will end the video there. Then when I cut the piece of meat, I will take a picture and put it in the channel, right? Just so you can see the finished product. Thank you so much for watching. Till you next time. I'll see you then. If you have a suggestion what you want me to try making, I'm not a good chef. I just try, okay? If there's something you want us to try and make, I'll be happy to do it. Okay, God bless you. Thank you so much. Bye.